Hello and welcome to your prospecting system training overview. In this video, we're going to talk about the SMS marketing campaigns. In these campaigns, you can get new subscribers added to your list via mobile, right, via text message. And we have a couple of different campaigns available here for you. So I'm going to talk about both of them and show you how each of these can be used to not only add subscribers to your list, but also get contacts and leads, generate leads inside of your system. Okay, so again, we have two different types of campaigns. We have a standard campaign, and then we have what's called a conversation campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the standard campaign. Okay, so here we are inside of a standard campaign, and as you can see, I've selected the option of subscribe by SMS. And when you look here, you have all of these different options that you can enter in below for your keyword or for your campaign. Okay, so you have a subscribe keyword. Now, this is the keyword that somebody would enter in order to join your list. Okay, so for example, let's say your keyword is join. And once they've typed in that keyword, you have to give them an opt-in keyword, now or confirm opt-in keyword. Now, a confirm opt-in keyword is going to be the keyword that they are going to reply back with once they receive their message saying, "Are you sure you want to join?" Right? And also letting them know that there are standard text rates apply, but basically they would reply back with this keyword. So let's just say that's confirm. Now, the confirm opt-in message is simply the message that is sent when they sent this message here. Okay, so they send in the keyword join, then you're going to say thanks. To confirm, reply confirm. Okay, obviously you're going to want to use a little bit more creativity to put your marketing message together than this, but this is the confirm message, and this keeps you compliant to make sure that all of your subscribers are double opt-in. Also, you want to let them know that standard text rates apply. Oops. Okay. Now that will just make sure that you stay compliant with all of the requirements that you need. Now, when they reply, then your welcome message will be something to the effect of welcome to our list to leave at any time. Reply, stop. Okay. Now, stop is the keyword, that they would reply. Okay. You also, whatever you want to give them in the welcome message, maybe you offer them some sort of a little gift or that sort of thing. You may want to put that in here as well. But when they reply stop, they'll be removed. So the unsubscribe keyword is the keyword that you would put here in this message for them to leave. So here's our unsubscribe keyword, and then this is the message, sorry to see you leave, to come back at any time, reply, go, whatever you want to do. Okay, and then you just put in that keyword here, and then whenever they get reply back with that message, then that will happen. And then last here you have the resubscribe message. This is the message that they would hear or see when they come back. So welcome back, whatever. Okay, so that's how the standard campaign works. Now, you have the option to either gather information by SMS or by call. Okay, and those are pretty powerful features. Now, oh, by the way, you're going to want to use this feature here because any of the contacts that you receive are going to be added into this group. Okay. So the next thing that you're going to that I want to show you here is the gather additional contact information inside of a text. So rather than having them text in a keyword, you can also check this box, and what will happen is you can just instruct them to text in their name and email all in one message, and then that message, that will be their keyword, and because that is what they're texting in, that information will be added to the contact. So our system will automatically go in and scrape the email and the name out of that message that they sent you and add it to your contact. So then you can create a list of people who have their name, you have their name, your email, their phone number, and that sort of thing. Everything else still works identical. The other thing that we add for this are SMS and email notifications. So if you'd like to be notified whenever somebody joins your list in this manner, then you can just put in your email and your SMS message. Make sure you do put in your country code and your phone number when you're entering in a mobile number here for notifications. Okay, so this is everything you need to know on how to create a standard campaign. Now let's talk about the conversation campaign. Okay, so a conversation campaign, everything works identical to your standard campaign as far as all the messages below. But what is different is that we give you the option to select a group and then add additional questions that you're going to ask your subscriber once they text in their first question. So you have your first question that you ask them, and then a series of other questions will follow, and each of those questions or statements or whatever you want to say, each of those statements or questions, as they're asked, any replies that comes from those will be automatically added to your contact. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. Here in this group, let's see if we have one here where okay, well, let's just go with just a standard group here. Now, ahead of time, if you're going to want to ask additional questions besides what is in your standard group fields, then you're going to want to add those fields before you come in here and do the conversation campaign. What I'm saying is, originally when you create a group, you have the first name, last name, email. These are all your standard fields. If you want to ask them something like, what's your favorite color, or what's your favorite pizza topping, or if you're a real estate agent, maybe how soon are you looking to purchase a home, or how many bedrooms are you looking for, that sort of thing. You want to have those contact fields added to your contact in your group first, ahead of time. Okay, so for this particular example, we're just going to use the standard fields. Okay, so we have the first name, then we have the email, then we have the phone number, and let's go ahead and ask for the website. Okay, so these are the 4 questions that we're asking. So the very first question, what is your name? Okay, now let's say, for example, you have this ad placed somewhere, maybe you're a real estate agent, let's say, for example, and you have this ad placed on a sign in front of a house, and you say, if you'd like to get more information about this property, please text your name to this phone number. They text their name to this phone number, then this is that first question. That name is going to automatically be added to the contact, and then the next question in the conversation will be posed to them. So the next question is email. Thanks. What is your email? I can send you some additional info. Okay? And then when they reply back with their email, then that will be added to the contact. Okay? Next question is phone number. Great. What is your phone number? Maybe you say, what is your best contact phone number, right? And then they reply with that, and that will be added to the list. So if that's additional number besides the mobile number they're texting in from, then you'll have 2 phone numbers for them. And the last thing is, do you have a website? If so, what is the address? There you go. So then they reply back with their website address, and then it'll be added in there. Okay, that's that. I mean, it's that simple. You can add as many of these questions as you would like. Everything else works exactly the same as before. You have all of these options where you can have somebody text in, or I'm sorry, they have to confirm, and then you have your welcome message and your unsubscribe and all of those additional details here. Okay, so that's how you add the campaigns. Now, the next thing I want to talk about here is how to once you actually have these people on your list, how to market to them. Okay, so here we have examples of some campaigns that we've already created. You can see we have one here where we have some subscribers. So you can see we have, looks like 16 subscribers here on this list. Now, how do we market to these people? Oh, and you can see the status, by the way. If somebody unsubscribes, you can see the status. So how do you market to these people? How can you send them some sort of a marketing campaign message once they've joined your list? Well, there's a couple of ways. First off, you can click here where it says manage schedule, and you could just click add new schedule and literally just create a message and schedule it to be sent out. That's the first way. And the other way is you can actually set up an autoresponder, which as people are added to your list, you'll automatically be able to send them a message. So you just create the autoresponder here, and that will be sent out. Okay. And that works the same for both campaigns, both the default standard campaign or the conversation campaign. Both of them work exactly the same as far as managing your scheduled SMS messages. Okay, you can also see any messages that you may have received from a customer or a subscriber, or any of the messages that you've sent out right here. So this concludes the training for the SMS marketing system here inside of your prospecting system. I hope that this helped you to understand exactly what you have here and at your fingertips. It's a very powerful system. And again, all of this works together. So feel free to play around with it and test and make some really powerful marketing campaigns. If you do need any help, do not hesitate to reach out to us in support. You can contact us here in live support when that's available, or you can also reach out to us by clicking on the submit a request here to submit a help request. All right, so thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video.